Do you like eating turkey? Do you celebrate Thanksgiving? Do neither of those apply to you? Well, it doesn't really matter because here in this video today, we are celebrating Tanksgiving 2023 and we will be providing a nice serving of 3 vehicles for you, event vehicles from War Thunder's past, what I would consider to be the most turkey-like event vehicles in War Thunder for one reason or another. The first serving will be the Kachi. This is a low BR Japanese tank, which of course many of you might know is one of the memeiest tanks in War Thunder and is perfectly befitting of the turkey title. Next up, we have more of a turkey, at least in the derogatory form, with turkey basically meaning something that is a failure in the VK.4501P. This was an event vehicle from years ago and is essentially the worst Tiger, being incredibly slow, not the best armored, and is also, again, just fairly mediocre overall. And finally, we have the Class 3P, which itself is not necessarily turkey-like, but it does have a skin that makes it look like it's going to hunt some turkey. So that being said, let's go ahead, get into a few matches here, see what we could do, and have ourselves a damn good Tanksgiving. Let's get into it. Regardless of if you celebrate Thanksgiving or not, we are all gathered today to celebrate Tanksgiving. And really, Tanksgiving is a perpetual holiday. It lasts all day, or permanently rather. It's something that just does not end. We have an enemy way off there, by the way. Got a hit, that works for me. Let's go ahead and... Wait, why the heck is there a dock right here? Like, this is an amphibious vehicle, and it's not even deep enough water for me to be able to actually get into amphibious mode. What the heck? Man, these people should be ashamed of themselves. You could almost walk through that water. Why do you need boats? I don't know. Regardless, gripes aside, it is Tanksgiving! And because it's Tanksgiving, we are all hopefully going to celebrate, and I would strongly encourage you guys to do much the same, because this is just a ton of fun. Now, the reason why I'm playing this vehicle as my low BR vehicle, again, low BR is going to be this, mid BR is going to be the VK.4501P, and also high BR is going to be the Class 3P. And the reason for this is because, quite honestly, I kind of think this looks... I mean, there's no tank that really looks like a turkey, but, like, look at this thing. It's big and kind of has, like, a gobbler, whatever the heck those things are. It's a turkey, if there ever was one, as a tank. So here we are. Plus, maybe I'm just making an excuse because I love playing this vehicle with all my heart. It's just such a wonderful vehicle. Now, of course, we do have pontoons up here in the front of this thing, which are beyond wonderful. They can really confuse enemies and make them shoot in unexpected areas. I think that guy's dead. Yeah. Which is just great. We have another enemy... Where? Somewhere over here. There's a few of them. French vehicle. A bunch of vehicles, as a matter of fact, are over here. This guy is now just starting to realize I'm here. Doesn't really matter. Let's keep on moving up. Of course, you always want your pontoons to face the enemy, because that is where they are. That's where the armor is. We have a Panzer rather, of some kind over here. Panzer 2, maybe? Ugh. My gunnery has not been excellent right now, but at least I have myself a kill. We have another vehicle over here. Should be a kill. It is a kill. Very nice. Again, this thing is just such a trolley vehicle. It's got decent enough armor pen, fantastic reload rate, and just the trick armor plus like the survivability with the crew and all that, it's wonderful. Those pontoons up front can help you to survive upwards of like 280 to 300 millimeters of heat penetration, which is just wild in my opinion. Okay, good. He's in front of the building. Got that kill. Not too shabby-dabby-dabby. I love my turkey tank. There have been like 2 kills thus far that I almost had that ended up not being tanks, or kills. But this vehicle, it's like if you shoot it from the side, easy way to kill this thing. And if you shoot it from the front, not only does this slow... Oh, whoa, what? That was cinematic. Not only does it slow it down quite a bit, but it also makes it so that you know, you don't know exactly where you're shooting, whether or not you're shooting at the driver, the commander, the whatever. So when you're facing the Kachi, in those rare instances that you are facing the Kachi, shoot at the turret. Pro tip. Because it tends to be thinner armor. Also, I do not have an LMG, which, by the way, kind of really sucks. Well, actually, no, I do have an LMG, but it's just up front. Got the kill. Oh, we have a tank, and there we go. Let's see how he got me. 6 kills, not too bad. Don't really want to ruin it for everyone. Let's see, and right there, that is right where the pontoon splits. Lucky hit, but a nice hit nonetheless. Let's get into the VK.4501P. So here we are with the turkeyest of turkey tigers, the VK.4501P. This vehicle is currently the lowest BR Tiger in War Thunder, and, well, there's a reason for it. So the other Tigers have recently seen somewhat of a BR increase. Not this one. And, ooh, I got a hit at least. But the reason being is because this one has mediocre turret traverse. It's got bad people like me making it look worse than it really is. And, ooh, there we go. Okay, I got the track. That works for me. But it also has, yeah, kill to his name. That's what it's got. So this thing has mediocre turret traverse. It's got a 7.5 degree per second turret traverse, which is pretty mediocre in my opinion. It's got a 35 kilometer per hour top speed, which is, it's not awful for a tank, a heavy tank, but it's also by no means good. But worse yet, it does have almost a 10-to-1 horsepower per ton power to weight ratio, which is pretty damn decent, or not decent, rather. It's just overall pretty mediocre in that regard. Man, this guy is just aiming for all the sensitive parts. Let's see, can I hit him? Nope, it's going to destroy it. But one of the great things about this vehicle is that it does have a very nice reverse speed. So as you can see, I am going pretty quick. If my engine wasn't damaged, I'd probably be able to go up to around 35 kilometers per hour, or 31 kilometers per hour, rather, which is pretty nice. You know, it's definitely respectable and pretty good. So, I mean, it's not all bad with this vehicle. It still has a great cannon. It's got the 88 millimeter with the Panzergranate 39, which pumps out over 160 millimeters of armor pen at max, which is nice, you know, and over 100 grams of explosive filler equivalent. You really can't go wrong with it. Personally, I prefer the 75 on the Panther, but this is not all too bad. That said, let's go ahead and move forward. Keep this up. The power pack is damaged, so a little fun fact with this, the VK.4501P Panther, this was designed by Ferdinand Porsche. And if this looks familiar, you also have the Panzer Falcon 6P, which is based on this, but it has a 100 millimeter steel plate welded to the front. And this vehicle is pretty much the basis, the chassis of this, is the basis for what you find on the Ferdinand, and also the Elephant, for that matter. It's a very interesting vehicle. Okay, we have someone over here doing something that they shouldn't, but we also have someone over there doing something that they shouldn't. I got the track. There's a whole bunch of people doing things that they shouldn't everywhere, unfortunately, but that's what happens. But basically, Ferdinand Porsche was so confident in his vehicle that he decided, with his own funds, his own resources, to build 100 of these, again, on his own, and, or 90 of them. And basically, they weren't really liked. The regular tank design, the Tiger tank, was already developed, and, yeah, these were just relegated to being turned into Ferdinands, which had larger guns, or more powerful guns on them, rather. But that's it. You know, like, these were not the solution that Ferdinand Porsche hoped that they would be. Okay, he's dead. But, you know, I mean, it's a nice piece of history, in my opinion. Ooh, very nice. Oh, I didn't realize that we were this close to their base. But overall, I mean, like, is this a bad vehicle? No. But it is the worst Tiger, would be a good way to put it. It's not at all a bad vehicle. I think that there are far worse vehicles in War Thunder than this. I knew that would be a little bit low. It's just that, again, ultimately what we have here is a vehicle with mediocre turret traverse. It's got some massive weak spots on the front, and just is overall relatively slow in a tank line that isn't, you know, it's relatively slow even by those standards. You know, like, Tiger tanks are kind of slow, but, like, they're not slow for what they are, if that makes any level of sense. But this is even slow amongst those, unfortunately. And also, you don't get smoke grenades, you don't get APCR, you don't get a lot of the creature comforts that you might come to expect. And also, these are the big weak spots that make it also very difficult to properly angle with this thing. That looks like a Jumbo Mumbo. We do have this, but I don't think that that's going to be of really any use to me. Let's see if I can hit that cannon. Got the zone cap. Not doing poorly. 3 kills. I mean, of course, you want more kills in a match like this, but the enemy team has been decimated. And, you know, I've gotten a base cap and assist, 3 kills. Not too bad. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Got a nice hit on him. That is an M36 Jackson. Lucky me. And if you guys are wondering, typically I do 3 matches in a gameplay. I'm adding a second match to the VK.4501 because I just didn't feel like I got enough kills. So however many kills I get in this match, I'm just going to add on, because why not? I got pretty much everything I want to say about this vehicle out in that match, which was, I'm happy about, which, you know, it's not always easy to do, but, of course, it was like 3 kills. You know, you want to do more. You want to do more. Okay, we have a future kill right up here. Just have to move up my thing. Square straight in the center right there. That's always a great shot with those. Sometimes the turrets can be tricky just because of how they're shaped and how the armor and all that is in this game. But, of course, that was a nice square shot right down the center. We do have another enemy way off there. Got a hit. Oof, baby. 3 kills. In bowling terms, that's a turkey. Look at that, triple. Which, by the way, once when I was bowling, the only way I could win was to get a turkey in the very last 3 things. Like, you know, when you have the 9th and 10th or whatever it is, and then, you know, if you do well enough, you get, like, an extra in the 10th. Whatever the terminology is. I did that, and I got a turkey, and I won. It was very, very nice. So hats off to me, I'm not a good bowler, but that was my one moment that I had. Okay, there is a KV tank. Oh! Saw him via the binoculars. That was a nasty shot. Underneath the barrel, over the rock, and through the woods. Into the KV's turret we go. Whew, that was a 220 no less. We have somebody who's going to be popping up over here. I am sure of it. He might not know I'm here. No, okay, I see him. He's looking at me. That's a PT tank. Those things are surprisingly dangerous. Not something you want to have to fight with an older tank like this. Oof, that's not good. So I'm going to go ahead and repair while I'm on this base. Well, that seems to be about it. That was a stupid shot on my part against that M18. So that said, let's get into the final match with the Class 3P and B, the Turkey Hunter. Let's get into it. So here we are with the Class 3P, the final helping of this video. And as you can see, I mean, this thing is dressed up to hunt turkeys. I mean, its camouflage is pretty much Turkey Hunter all the way. We do have an enemy over here. I could hear him. Sounds like to my right. Don't really want to expose myself too much here. Oh, that's the enemy. The enemy is my ally. You know, don't they call allies like blue enemies, green enemies? Doesn't really matter. So that said, this thing has actually pretty good survivability. It is a very, very large vehicle. It's around the same size as the Mouse. And even though it has, you know, it's of course a wheeled vehicle. Typically wheeled vehicles are known for not having much armor. This actually has a pretty decent amount. You know, it's very spacious on the outside, or on the interior, rather. But it has around, I know I've got a guy to my left here. It has around 200 millimeters of heat FS protection up front, which is just phenomenal. gonna just shoot this guy coming around the corner. Got him! That's what you get for being brass, my man. And by that, I mean me. I was brass. He wasn't. He was just unlucky. So let's go ahead and move around with this nice survivability. I should be able to hit this guy and get a kill. Okay, I did not get a kill. But he did not either. Very lucky on my part. Time to go shoot right through that. Got the cannon breach. Extinguish that fire. And he's not going to be able to do too much. This thing is largely impervious, I would say, to HMGs. It's actually kind of amazing. Like I said, the frontal hull armor has plenty of armor protection against things like HMGs and things of that nature. Yes, I do know that there's an enemy over there. Wait, is that their spawn? That might very well be. This guy definitely sees me, so I'm going to shoot at him first. Hopefully I don't die. I'm just not dying again. This survivability is definitely pretty damn decent. Okay, here we are with the survivability again. I was being a little bit of a doofus there, but not all too shabby. So let's keep on moving up here. I was kind of slacking off there a little bit. Now, when it comes to this vehicle, it has the DM33 APFSDS, which is fantastic. 408 millimeters of armor pen coming from a 105 millimeter DM, or not DM, but GT3 AP or cannon. So let's go ahead and okay, he's dead. It's exactly why you always, if you have the capability to listen, put your hearing or your audio right up there. Very nice. There we go with that survivability once again. Although, unfortunately, my loader's dead. So let's keep on moving up. This is the most survivable turkey hunter in the game. Hopefully this fella... I mean, I know he's right there, so I'm just going to go ahead and... Okay, that sounds like a warrior based on the pattern. The fire rate, rather. Not too bad. Again, this thing just keeps living. Keeps on living. So let's just see if we can get that M48, I assume it was. Oh, yes we can. Yes, we can. Hopefully we can. Okay, well, it's not an M48. That was a T95E1. But, man, not too bad for a real quick follow-up match. An extra serving, as I mentioned before, of the Class 3P. This thing, you know, amongst, like, while playing it here, it has become easily one of my favorite vehicles at and around this BR. It's just really, really solid with all of this excellent, I mean, like, genuinely excellent survivability, although I feel like I'm about to die here. Maybe. Oh, what? That guy was not paying attention. Hopefully I can get a kill. Critical hit, that's fine by me. And... that farts. That really farts, if you ask me. Woo! Not good. Anyways, that's it. 5 kills, not too bad. Didn't expect him to move that last second, but I guess that's on me. Either way, thanks so much for watching, everyone. Have a happy Tanksgiving. And if you celebrate Thanksgiving, if you're watching this in the future, like March, May, I don't know. Have a great Thanksgiving. May every day that you have be amazing. I always hope you guys the best. And thank you for helping me get to over 100,000 subscribers. It really does mean the world to me. By the way, thanks again. And I'll see you all on the other side. Take care, everyone.